Hello everybody, welcome back for yet another live stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you all very, very much for tuning in today. You guys are absolutely amazing. Welcome aboard, friends, to a very busy... Jesus Christ. Oh boy, yeah, here's Innsbruck right now, guys. This is mainly the reason why we tend to avoid flying on VATSIM, especially when we come into airports like this. There are literally planes triple stacked, quadruple stacked on top of one another. Welcome to flying on VATSIM into Innsbruck, my friends. Welcome aboard. Thank you all for tuning in today. Somebody apparently is getting real dicey today. Wants to, I don't know. Good luck, my friend. Good luck. We're just going to leave it at that. It's VATSIM. What do we even say? What do we even say? Welcome aboard, friends. Thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome, friends. We're what, 30 seconds into the stream, and we already got the memes going on, friends. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you are all doing well. I'm just going to remind everybody, you guys asked for this. You guys wanted this, okay? You guys wanted VATSIM. You guys wanted all of this. So... here we go, friends. It should be a lot of fun. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thank you all very, very much for taking some time out of your busy schedules to come and hang out with me as we fly some beautiful virtual airplanes in the beautiful virtual skies. Thank you all very, very much, friends. Core Games, thanks so much for support. Core Games, welcome aboard, my friend. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you so much for supporting the streams. Noel, Matan, Edix, Junior Pilot, Alex K, Captain Tub, Sylvan, OVR, Drew's Aviation, Fixed Hid, Noah, Milla, Popcorn, Nelius, Captain Lavcor, Vanderlild, Nick, 12 Cut, Pilot, what's your name, son? Jeff Eady, Tommaso, Brandon, Indian Boy, Michael, Captain Muhammad, Sylvan, Sonny, welcome aboard. Smitty is here. Welcome, welcome. Is Nightbot not here? I think Dan was screwing around with Nightbot again, and I think he screwed it all up. I'm not quite sure. I think somebody's in here, but welcome aboard, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm not quite sure where Nightbot is, but he should be here in a second. It's just easy to blame Dan, you know what I mean? Welcome, everybody. Chat is going a million miles per hour. Welcome, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You guys are absolutely amazing. Welcome, my friend. Infinite Flight, how are you, dude? Listen, Infinite Flight, can you do me a huge favor, buddy? Can you reach out to me via email or Infinite Flight? If you haven't already, can you join the Discord, man, and just send me a quick DM? I've just got a couple questions that I've got to ask you, dude. Ran into some issues here. If you can, please, Infinite Flight, that would be very, very much appreciated, man. You can find Discord would be the easiest way to get a hold of me. There's Nightbot, he's here. Captain Hockey, thanks so much for support, dude. Welcome aboard, my friend. Huge no floaties to you. Welcome to First Class, man. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Somebody get that man a huge beverage. Thank you so much for support, man. Very, very much appreciated. So, everybody, welcome aboard, friends. I hope everybody is doing well. We're ready to rock and roll. You saw the airplane slide across. Oh man, it never ends. Never ends. Welcome to VATSIM, friends. So I have already gone and got our clearance, guys. So I have our clearance. Only thing we need to do is request a pushback, and then we'll obviously get everything going here.
I want to see the A380 get off the ground without a tail strike. Or even better, have the A380 do the circle to land. Imagine living in one of the houses when that thing comes by.
Infinite Flight, thank you so much, dude, for the donation. Very, very much appreciated, my friend. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you so much for supporting the streams. That is very, very kind of you, my friend. Thank you so much. We need that $18 onto you here. That's going to put you up to $870. We'll basically put you $869. So give me a second here. We'll go ahead and punch that in here. $869. Thank you so much, dude, for your continued support. But yeah, Infinite Flight, if you could just reach out to me on Discord, man, that would be very, very much appreciated. I noticed you weren't on the Discord. Just a couple things I like to talk to the members and stuff about. Special little perks and stuff like that. So that would be much appreciated. If you could just give Smitty or somebody, whatever your name is, Infinite Flight, just reach out to me on there. You sent me a PM. Cool, dude. We'll speak after the live stream about it. No worries. No need to get, we'll deal with all that fun stuff afterwards. So welcome aboard, friends. Thank you all for tuning in. Obviously some fun today. Toliss version 1.4. I meant to get a change log of everything that's been changed. Can you guys give me 2 seconds? I know you guys will appreciate this because I already know that we're going to get a bunch of questions about what has changed in this. So I'm going to go ahead and get the change log, and I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to get Gonna get all this with the bug fixes. All right, cool. There we go. Copy, and I'm gonna make a command. I'm gonna go ahead and make a command. Sorry, guys, I meant to do this before the stream started. I just know that a lot of people are gonna be requesting things, so I'm gonna go exclamation point new, and then I'm gonna paste all of that fun stuff in here. Okay, there we go, guys. So, new Toliss. Okay, new Toliss. All right, there we go. So, that's been in there. If you do want to see the changelog of version 1.4, you can go new and then Toliss, friends, all right? New Toliss. And that's going to pop open the new Toliss menu. So new Toliss. And that's going to show you everything that's changed from version 1.33 to version 1.4. There are an immense amount of things to talk about, so we won't talk about everything, but you'll obviously see a lot of stuff going on here. So without further ado, friends, we're going to go ahead and jump inside the cockpit of the beautiful Austrian A319. Let's go ahead and get ourselves ready in here. We do have the BSS sound pack turned on as well for you guys today. I do have it turned down because it's a little bit loud. We all know how that works. So, like I said, guys, I already do have our clearance. We've already been cleared into Rome. Everything is all set up. So, first thing is first, we're going to go down to our FMC. We're going to go to a NITREF, GPS primary, beautiful. First thing we're looking for here, guys, we're going from Lowy over into Rome, which is LIRF, L-I-R-F. And we'll throw that in there. Beautiful. Our flight number today is Austrian 2887. Oops, forgot a 2. 2887, beautiful, and we'll go ahead and throw that in there. Looking good. We'll scroll over here, wonderful. Then what we can do, friends, we're going to pop open our FMC. Remember, guys, if you did update the airplane, don't forget to go and download the Totomac textures. You definitely want to go get the Totomac retextures. So, one of the big things that has changed is actually how this guy works. Everything pretty much works the same now, except you actually have like 0 fuel weights that pop up in red, and it looks like they've switched the way that everything gets entered now properly, like it should be. So let's go over to SimBrief. SimBrief is saying that we need 5.8 kilograms on the fuel, so go ahead and quick refuel that. We are looking for a 0 fuel weight today of 56.3. 56.3. So we'll go right there, 0 fuel weight, 56.3. We'll apply those load settings. Looks like we got 120 passengers with about 3,400 kilos of cargo. That all looks good. Sweet. So we'll go 0 fuel weight, which was 56.3. Why is my... What happened to my McDo? Why is it like only half? That's really weird. Does anybody know if there's a bug or something? Did they change the McDo picture setting? Why do I only have like... why is half of my McDo cut off using the Totomac texture? That's interesting. Has anybody else had a bug like this or something? That's very weird. Can we even plug these numbers in? It's gonna be... No, I can't even. Fuck. Well, that's just awkward as all hell. Does anybody else have that bug right now? Interesting. I didn't even know that was an issue. Oh, stupid. This is gonna black out. Okay, now there we go. I can bring it to the next screen. The texture pack isn't necessary. I mean, when you pop out the McDo, you don't get the Totomac McDo. I did a flight last night, and that's why I installed the Totomac McDo. But anyways, we're not going to worry about it. That's fine. I can obviously remove it and put the old one in. So that's fine. I've got everything opened up here on my second monitor, so no need to worry, friends. So we'll get some weight in here now. So first thing is first here. I'll just bring it in a little bit more. We have a 0 fuel weight of 56.3, and we're looking for a tow setting today, or 0 fuel weight CG of 27.7, and we'll go ahead and throw that in there. Beautiful. Block fuel for today's flight, 5.8, which we just spoke about. Wonderful. Okay, that page is all set up. We're going to go to our flight plan page, Lowy departures. Planning a departure out of runway 26 today, guys, via the Bren 3... what did he give me? I thought he gave me... hold on. Bren 2J. But those are only out of runway 8. Yeah, how could he give me the Bren... Okay, well, I don't know. I'm going to call him back here. Hopefully we don't get blown up on frequency. Maybe, is he still online? He is still online. Hello, Tower, good afternoon. Once again, Austrian 2887. Sir, can you just verify what our standard instrument departure is going to be today for us?
Yeah, Austrian 2887, you have the same problem as the EasyJet 5 Kilo India. Your standard instrument departure probably isn't in your FMC because it's a visual departure. If you want, you are recleared via runway 08 and the Bereno to Juliet departure.
Perfect, that works for us. Thanks so much. We're re-cleared into Rome, runway 8 by the Bren to Juliet departure. Thanks so much, Austrian 2887. Okay.
Day, Austrian.
Sweet. Okay, cool. So we'll go to Lowy. That makes sense. Departures, runway 8 via the Bren to Juliet departure. No transition, flight plan, and we'll insert that. Beautiful. From Breno, we're going to jump to Mike 726. Mike 726, and we're taking that to Gavra. Gavra. Beautiful. We'll throw that in there. From Gavra, we're going to be jumping to Yankee 345. All right. And then from Yankee 345, we're taking that to Ryteb. Ryteb. All right, we'll insert that. Beautiful. We'll insert that. Wonderful. We'll scroll all the way down here from Ryteb. We're going to jump on our arrival. As it stands right now, we're going to plan for the ILS 34 left via the right to Charlie arrival. Right to Charlie. Okay, and no via, and no transition, and flight plan, and insert. Beautiful. We'll scroll through here, make sure we don't have any discounts, which we do not. Wonderful. All right, cool. Everything looks good there. Happy with all of that. We'll scroll back to the top of our flight plan here. Good. All right, we'll go over to our NITREF page. We'll go to the second page. Everything is plugged in. Happy with that. Initial cost index will be 15. We're going for a cruise level today of 310. 31,000 feet today, friends. Beautiful. Just scroll over here. Everything should be green. Tow weights are green. Beautiful. That makes me happy. We'll go to our performance page here. Do I still have the Toliss page open? I do. Toliss page. Okay, we're doing a flaps 1 departure today. So flaps are going to be 1 with a trim value of up 0.4. And we'll throw that in there. Good. We have a flex temp today of 58 degrees and a V1 speed of 132, VR speed of 140, and a V2 speed of 143. All right, cool. Sweet. Everything is plugged in there, friends. I'm happy with all of that. Wonderful. All right, cool. Let's go to our overhead panel. Everything looks fine and dandy there. Nav and logo lights are on. Beacon lights are on. APU is on and available. Sweet. Let's go to plugins. We'll go to better pushback. We'll go to start pushback.
Please show me where you want to go.
Obviously, if we're planning a runway 8 for departure, we'll go ahead and get ourselves on right there. And then he gave me a squawk code of 4665. Whoa. Clear that out. 4665. And we're on and reporting. And I believe we are at stand 3. Yes, stand 3. All right, back to frequency.
Squawk 4466. Easy one, Lima. One Alpha Lima negative. I've written to you squawk 4666.
Initial climb 16,000 is plugged in, friends.
666. Easy one, Lima. Now it's correct, thank you. Traffic
Alrighty, sweet.
Company A320 on your 12 o'clock.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
You have the same bug? Which one? With your with this guy?
Right-hand side after Romeo uniform Mike.
Whenever I Sims that it says it's not in the database. Which one? The SIDS and stars? Because you have to buy ARAC. You have to buy ARAC. Lowy Tower, good afternoon. Once again, Austrian 2887. Push and start stand number 3, please. Kima! Thanks for support, my friend. Push start approved. Austrian 2887, thanks. Alrighty, let me just update the weather here real quick into... where's my... There it is. Active sky and Lowy. We have QNH 1020.
Departure clearance as soon as
1020. Alright, sweet.
Now connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Park brakes released.
Roger, Austin 916.
Kima, thanks so much for your support, dude. Welcome aboard, my friend. Huge, no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very, very much for your support, man. It's very, very kind. Alrighty, friends. What in the hell are you doing better, Pushback? You drunk? Looks like it. Alright, engine mode selector to the start position, friends. I don't know what better Pushback's doing. Being weird. Alright, let's fire up engine number 2. What's our cruise altitude? 33,000 feet. Flat level 330. Kima! Thanks for first class, man. Welcome aboard, dude. Huge no flatties to you, my friend. Flatties. Huge no floaties, man. Thanks so much for your support, buddy.
Negative behind next landing aircraft. Correct, sir, for that. Behind next landing
The MiG-2 isn't working? Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's up with it. Not quite sure why.
Captain Canada.
Hello. Alrighty. Good start on number 2.
Approaching.
Look at the views out of this window, man. Like, so beautiful.
Operation complete. Please have parking brake.
Park brakes on.
Roger.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Hi, Captain Canada.
Okay, guys. Simmer down, friends. Simmer down. We're flying the network.
916 contact. Radar frequency 119 to Denis. 119.27.
Alright, guys. He should be disconnecting us. He is. Sweet. Alright, let's fire up number 2. Or sorry, number 1. Oof. PTU barking away at us. How much is an air rack? €8 a month if you want to keep doing it every month. So air rack, just like the real life, updates every month.
I'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Taxi work on name Pushback, but I want to get straight into taxi.
Called it a hacksaw as a kid. I always thought we were like, I remember hearing that as a kid and being like, what the hell is going on? When we used to fly in.
I want to go straight into taxi. One other thing I followed the Austin A319 in front of you to holding point runway 08 via Alpha QNH.
It's weird how he doesn't have gear, but the other ones do.
Copy that. Follow that.
Smitty, thanks so much for support, man. Huge no floaties to you, sir. Thank you so much for supporting the streams. What do I prefer to fly, a 747 or a 380? We don't really have a good either one of those yet in the sim, so I don't know. Undecided. Thanks for your support, Stromedy. Appreciate it, my friend. Innsbruck Tower, Austrian 2887 ready, taxi runway 8.
Austin 2876 holding point runway 08 via Alpha QNH 1020.
Holding point runway 08 via Alpha 2887. Alright, guys.
Correction, Austrian 32 whiskey, ready for takeoff.
Version of XP am I flying on 1141?
Holding point runway 08 via Alpha QNH 1020, your number 4. For the EasyJet A319 holding point runway 08 via Alpha QNH 1020, will be number 4, 32 whiskey. You need to descend on discretion.
So John, yeah, you know how you would update your air app? That is
Austrian 19er looking for IFR 2 Rome, please.
Austin 19er is booked out.
That is it. So beautiful, man.
Okay, clear to Rome via Bren 2 Juliet departure, Breno transition south.
What's up, Captain Nolan? I'm sorry, dude, if I'm missing anything what you're saying, buddy.
4670 for Austrian 19er.
Someone was following the Rome I see? Yeah. Anyone in his auto settings? We're using 3D sound. Here's how I have everything set up pretty much, dude. Did you see the SSG CRJ series was stopped? Dude. Does that really surprise anybody in chat? Anybody that watches my live streams and has seen what has transpired with SSG over the past year? Does them stopping production on the CRJ really surprise anybody in chat today right now? No, not at all. Probably a blessing, friends. Let's just leave it at that, all right? No, it does not at all. The memes continue, my friends. The memes continue. Please move your camera to the left for a captain camera. What do you mean? Where can I download the update for the Toliss? Open up your airplane folder, and you should see a updater at the very bottom. Updater, and you can click on that one. CM, what's up, man? What are your questions, dude? I'm doing my best. Oh, who's that coming in? Are you guys flying as a group flight? No, comma, I'm a live streamer and many like to follow as I have been taking a break from VATSIM. Sorry.
Innsbruck Tower, Alitalia 7 Victor Tango request startup and pushback.
Alitalia 7 Victor Tango pushing for the board.
Alright, we'll continue our taxiing here. I hope everybody's behaving yourselves.
Easy to do, herzlich willkommen in Innsbruck.
Smitty's here, yeah, I believe so. Wasn't really surprised when I said the ERG 2 jets were being worked on. Weird situation. Who knows, man? Alrighty, and we're going to hold short here, friends. Waiting for that departing aircraft. I would have liked to seen them make the brakes a little bit smoother.
Austin 9 Bravo, the wind is variable with 2 knots, landing select clear for takeoff.
How much SPF am I getting? 46. 46. How many we got behind us? Oh, 3 already. 3 behind us. Alrighty, we don't have anything configured because I was waiting here because I figured we were going to be here for a while. So let's go flaps 1. We'll go auto brake armed. Spoilers armed. Auto brake over to max RTO. We'll do our cabinet test. We need to get our trim value to up 0.5, which should be good right about there. Alright, sweet. And we'll do our takeoff config. Wonderful. All looks good there. Happy with that. I believe this guy is departing. He is. And Tower Austrian 2887's holding short runway as you're waiting off. Aiden, thanks so much for support, dude. Line up and wait. Back taxi approved. Thanks, Austrian 2887.
One other limo behind the departing Austrian trainer team lining up at the moment. Line up and wait. Coming here right behind Mexico.
Is there a free AirAC? I do not believe so. No. Some airplanes come with like one free data update for the airplane, but for the most part, no. I fly FS 2004 sometimes. Do you have FS 2004? I have it somewhere, but no. Yeah. Alrighty, friends, back taxi. Look at that view. Could you imagine doing this real world, man? Damn. So beautiful. How much is an AirAC? You can buy, I think you can buy one cycle for like 15 bucks or something like that. Or you can get a continuous cycle for €8 a month. That's the one that I'm on. That's the one that I suggest, is the €8 a month. To me, that's the best one.
Austin 2887, the business variable with 2 knots runway 08 clear for takeoff.
Give or takeoff runway 8, Austrian 2887, thanks. Alrighty, friends. Let's make sure all of our lights are on here. Landing lights are coming on. Strobe lights on. Wing lights on. Get our nose to takeoffs. Beautiful. Don't need to follow this line. We're just going to come in here. We're going to swing this guy back around. I want nice and low speed here, though. Nice and low speed. Yes, yes, yes. No need to burn everything up. Alrighty, guys. I'll see you guys on the other side. Joystick cam is going on. Enjoy the departure. I don't know why it's... hold on a second. Give me a second here. Cam 2 properties. Sorry, I know it's gonna get real laggy here for a sec. My bad. There we go. You guys don't need to stare at my iPad. I don't know why it was like that. There we go. All right, sweet friends. Chrono's on. Throttle's 40. Enjoy this departure, friends. It's going to get loud. Flex set. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. So I was down to climb. Tilt our nose down here a little bit. Got to turn ATC up. We're not going to hear anybody here. Tower Austrian 2887 6000.
Aus dem Dynamo Bravo Contact, Beam Radar frequency 134, das war 350.
Beam Radar 134, that's 350, aus dem Dynamo Bravo, danke, ciao.
Aus dem 2887 Contact, Innsbruck Radar frequency 119er, decimal 275.
119er 275, thank you for the wonderful ATC. We'll catch you around Austrian 2887.
Bye, Captain Canada.
You guys are nuts, man. Autopilot's on, friends.
Takeoff from my 08.
Let's get some views here.
Innsbruck Tower, Austrian 19er, ready for taxi, 08.
Alright, who the hell did he give me over to now?
Negative.
11927.
Behind the departing EasyJet A328, line up away to runway 08, backtrack approved, Austrian.
Wind radar, good afternoon. Austrian 2887, 9000 for flylevel 16.
Austrian 2887, radar contact, climb flight level 160.
Level 160, Austrian 2887. What an awesome departure, friends. Love flying out of here. You able to include the ortho around the new EKCH? Are you able to include ortho?
7, proceed direct to Breno, expect further climb up to Breno.
Alright, proceed direct to Breno and we'll get further climb up to Breno. Thanks, Austrian 2887. Alrighty, direct Breno. Plane's going to make a right turn. 10,000 feet, standard barometric pressure. Go ahead and get our landing lights off here as well, guys. Nose light off, runway turnoffs off as well. Wing light can come off as well, my friends. Looking good. Sam the streamer, thanks so much, dude. Coming with the 2 pounds. Huge no floaties to you, man. I don't know if you got my last donation cap. I will check, Sam. Thank you very, very much for support, man. That's very, very kind of you, dude. Let me go and check here. I don't think I got the other one. No, that's the only one. So thank you so much, Sam. Appreciate it, my friend. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you so much for supporting the streams, man. Very, very kind of you, buddy. It's a little bit shaky. Yeah, it's a little bit bumpy. Little bit bumpy.
Listen to 24, Papa, descend altitude 13,000 feet by QNH 1020.
descent 13,000 feet, QNH 1020, Lufthansa to Papa.
There we go. How do you get Neo engines on the 320, or does it come with them? The JarDesign comes with it. The JarDesign comes with it. Alright guys, 200 knots, let's go flaps clean. Go ahead and disarm our spoilers here as well, friends. Alrighty, sweet. Nice departure, man. Wow, I love departing Innsbruck. It's so beautiful. There's a guy spamming a question. I don't see it. But... Captain Frank, I'm doing well, man. How are you doing, dude? How are you?
V1 Alpha Lima radar contact, climb flight level 160.
Hear about the snowbird crash? I did, yeah, of course, yeah. Sucks, man. Sucks, dude. Sucks that somebody had to lose their life, that's for sure, man. Not good at all. Logo light can come off here, guys. We're as well. We're through 10,000 feet. Outside view? Can't see much. We're coming through clouds right now, but... Nothing better than doing the X and Watch Cap Canada. Nice.
4 Papa, turn left heading 270.
Left heading 270, Lufthansa to Papa.
Austrian 2887, contact Padova 1 semi.
Toliss A319 or Flight Factor 320. Definitely the Toliss. Definitely the Toliss. Much more user friendly.
I don't see him right now. Austrian 2887 125.475 should be on land Padova right now.
125.475 for Austrian 2887. Radar, good afternoon. Austrian 2887, 15,500 for flight level 16,000.
Radar, good day. Austrian 32 Whiskey, climbing 5,000. Breno to Juliet.
Zulu Victor, ready for descent.
Austrian 82 Zulu Victor, descent flight level 150.
Descent flight level 150, Austrian 82 Zulu Victor.
Radar, good afternoon. Austrian 2887, flight level 160 level.
Austrian 2887, Milano, hello, radar contact.
And can we get higher, or would you like us at 16,000, sir?
Austrian 2887, climb flight level 310.
310, thanks so much, Austrian 2887. Alrighty, 310, friends. Punch that number. Let's go.
3258, descent flight level 160.
Kima, thanks so much for the $2, my friend. Huge and flow to you, Kima. Thank you so much for supporting the streams. That is very, very kind of you, my friend. It says, Cap, you're my hero, my idol. Love you, Cap Canada. Thank you, Kima. That's very, very kind of you, my friend. Thanks so much for support, man. Very kind, my friend. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Those CFM roars. Super cloudy today. I don't know what the weather, what's the weather looking like in, Roma? Let's check. What was it? It's raining. Winds are 040 at 14 knots and it's raining. All right. Hey guys, quick question. Do they land runway 7 in Rome, or is that only for departures? Do they land runway 7 in Rome? I have a serious question, because SimBrief was giving me runway 7, but I remember at some point we were flying and we got in trouble for... only departures. See, that's it. Okay, got you. Yeah, so it's only departures. Got you. All right. Runway 7 is inactive. Got you. I know there is a runway 7, but I believe it is only for departures. All right. Thank you, Captain Mikey. Appreciate it. Yeah. Never flown to Rome in the sim. Neither have I. Neither have I. No, we have. I lied. Sorry, we have a couple times. We hadn't before the scenery came out, but...
Austrian
Do you have scenery for the same HDD with the ortho? No. So all of my like airport scenery is on the hard drive, is on my X-Plane hard drive. All of my ortho is on an 8 terabyte NAS drive.
Now set to 3 kilo, and just to confirm the climb, the flight level 320.
Holy frame rates, man.
Welcome to maintain taxi to a stand of choice via Charlie. Stand of choice and Charlie.
An engine noise though, it's beautiful. BSS. BSS, Blue Sky Star Simulation.
Frequency and descend of 4,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Daisy Cam, yes, I do have Daisy Cam today. There you guys go. Hello, Daisy. Daisy Cam is up. Runway 16 center and 34 center is used as taxiways. Yes, yeah.
Pilot Zulu 35 right.
Can you see my Toliss sound setting? So Riley, because I'm running BSS sound pack, there's going to be nothing. How do I? Yeah. So there's no. And for I've popped this out, so there's no way to pop it back now. Do you have a way to access your membership from a brand account? I want to use my brand account, but not that I'm not a member. I don't think you can switch to guys. You'd have to figure out from YouTube. Yeah. Frame, we're getting 50 FPS right now. 50.
Convoy 202, Milano, buonasera, radar contact.
Realistically, you would land on either 16 left or 3-4 right, depending on the wind. We're going with 3-4 left, just for taxi purposes. Taxi purposes. The taxi from 3-4 right is not very friendly. We will enjoy a crosswind landing. We will. Yes, we will. Yep. What's my heading currently? I don't know, dude. I'm enjoying this view right now. I don't want to leave it. Daisy had an itch on her ear. Would you recommend the 330? I would if you could get it on sale. Yeah. What's our cruise altitude going to be? 31,000 feet, friends. 31,000 feet. Well, 310. Hope you enjoy your time in my country. Thank you, Stefano. Appreciate it, my friend. Absolutely awesome, dude. Thanks so much. Guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. We're going for our like goal of 500 likes on today's stream, guys. 500 likes. So if you haven't done so, please smash down that thumbs up button. That would be very, very much appreciated, my friends. Look at Verona to the northern Italy. Verona? It's a nice view, too, of this one. How do you download Ortho for XP? I can't figure it out. Pretty simple, Drews. Love having the streams in the background at work. Thanks, Cap. No worries, Ryan. Thanks for tuning in, dude. Appreciate it, my friend. Which no flows to you, dude. 500 piece of cake. I hope so. Sup, mate? Buttered into Lanzarote today with the Vueling A321. Nice free flare. We're going to fly that on the weekend, dude. That bird has been updated as well, so we're going to be flying that on Saturday and Sunday. Looking forward to that, man. A321, Saturday, Sunday. Cap, how much time will it take to download all of Ortho for XP for Europe? Depends on your internet connection, man. Depends on your internet connection, and it depends on your PC. Most people don't understand Ortho for XP is pretty CPU dominant. So like when you're downloading Ortho, I don't suggest you play other games or do anything else. It's pretty CPU heavy. Bulldozer, altogether I have 11 terabytes of hard drive space and like 2 terabytes of SSD space. That's my entire PC, obviously, right? How much will a basic flight sim package cost? Game, gear, add-ons. I mean, trying to get into it. I mean, you can do it for cheap, man. You don't need. If you're just looking to get into the simulator, you don't really need anything. You can download the Zebo mod for free. You can download all kinds of weather texture replacements for free. X-Plane comes with live weather, so you can run live weather without an add-on program or anything. Yeah, man. I mean, you can do a lot with X-Plane for free. Ortho for XP is free as well.
Clear the direct teams.
3 to 5,000 get a nice simulator setup. Yes, I mean that's if you want to look down, if you want to go money deep into it. Yeah, yeah. Jerkman and I and 797 100 with a 1660 Ti. It's a pretty good rig. Yep, pretty good rig, man. Which extras and preset am I using? Exclamation point VES in chat. Exclamation point VES in chat to bring up what I'm using.
416, buonasera. Inbound, that's at flight level 330. Information in the onboard.
Malev 416, Milano, buonasera. Radar contact, descent flight level.
You guys know what my favorite is right now?
That's flight level 320, Malev 4.
The cake batter. This stuff, dude. Whoo! If Snoop Dogg could come to Canada and smoke, that's what he'd be smoking, man. Is there any way I can get 15-month membership back from you if I cancel it and become a member again on my other channel? So, guys, there's no way. No, it won't transfer over. Not unless the same account is like on the same email. It won't transfer over, man. Unfortunately, buddy, it won't. I'm sorry, to guys. It would have to be like on the same email, something like that. Yeah, I know. Sorry, dude. Nice popcorn, sweet, dude. First, how much money have you spent on X.11? And second, how much SSD memory have you spent on X.11? No SSD memory. X-Plane runs on a dedicated 1 terabyte. A 1 terabyte Western Digital Black drive is what X-Plane is running on. All of my hard drive, all of my ortho is stored on an 8 terabyte NAS hard drive. Western Digital Red Pro, 7200 RPM. And then I have another 2 terabyte drive that has all my other games. I have a 1 terabyte drive for backup stuff. And then I have a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. And I have a 256 gig SSD for my software, or for my OS, sorry. Kazu coming in with the $5. Thanks so much, Kazu. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Very, very much appreciated, dude. Thank you so much for supporting the streams, man. Very, very kind of you, sir. Crispy Asian chicken bites and aioli sauce, chow mein noodles, and grilled naan bread. Oh, dude. That sounds so good, bro. So good. Thank you, man. Huge no floaties to you, Kazu. Thank you so much for support, my friend. Absolutely awesome, dude. Appreciate it, sir. What do you think about the R3 3300X with 1660s? I don't know a lot about Radeons or AMD chips, to be honest with you. Is my system on an SSD? Yes. Yeah. That's a lot of terabytes. It is, yeah. Pete coming in with the $2 as well. Thank you so much, Pete. Huge no floaties to you, man. Very, very much appreciated, dude. Thank you guys so much. And I thought I had a storage addiction was strange. Hello, I'm back and needed to walk the dog. And welcome back, my friend. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Wait, Daisy is being lazy again. That's new. Yeah, right? Laying out by the sun. All right, guys, we're actually at our cruise flight level here, so we can go ahead and bump up our. We can come down here and we'll go to our performance and we'll bump this up to 55. Weird that I was gonna say weird that it's not giving us a Mach number. We'll keep an eye on that. Holy frames, dude. Something about the ortho here that it just sometimes when it loads in, it just like, oh, it chugs. Jackson, welcome to the crew, man. Glad you're enjoying the streams. Appreciate it. What time zone am I in? I am in Eastern time. None of those donations are coming through, man. I think YouTube's on the YouTube's on the fritz today. I think YouTube be on the fritz today, friends. Like none of my YouTube stuff is updating. Like my live streaming. Nothing is updating. It's really, really weird today. Where's VRAM? Not quite sure. Not quite sure. This FPS is gonna kill Nick, right? I don't know what it is. It's loading it all in, man. It's really, really weird.
Austrian 2887. I'm now closing point to Honeycomb 122.8.
122.8. Thanks for ATC. We'll catch you soon, Austrian 2887. Alrighty, friends. 122.8. We're free. That means we can jam some tunes. Sweet. Some views. Ed, coming back with that membership. My man. Thanks so much, Ed. Huge no floaties to you, sir. Welcome back to the crew. Somebody get that man a nice cool beverage. Appreciate the support, Ed. Glad you're enjoying it, man. Welcome back, buddy. Hope all is well, man. Thank you, buddy. Sam the streamer coming with another £2. Thanks so much, Sam, as well, dude. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you so much for supporting the streams. Very, very kind of you, dude. Listen, man, any amount counts towards the success of the channel. Thank you very much, man. And Ed, huge no floaties, guys. Let's welcome back Ed, coming back in with his membership. Ed, thanks so much, my friend. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Hope you're staying safe and staying healthy, my friend. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, YouTube's like super janky for me today. Like, I can't even like hover over people's things to see what's going on. It's really, really weird. Cabin tour. We can do a cabin tour here in a little bit, yeah. The R330 300X is equivalent to the Intel i7 7700K. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. Not the best. Not good. Toilet tour. Did you pick up the new YVR? Nope. Vib, I'm gonna wait, man. I'm gonna wait. Canada for X-Plane is making a Vancouver as well. And one, I'm gonna obviously more inclined to support a Canadian developer, and two, performance. I've watched some videos of people landing in Vancouver, and yeah, if you could somehow get worse FPS than Toronto, they've managed to do it in Vancouver. I don't know what kind of PC those guys are running over at Global Art, whatever their name is, development studios, but like, my oh my, dude, can you guys send us your specs, please? Because I want to know what type of computer you are running so that you yourself as a developer can land at that scenery, not get 20 FPS and call it a day and say, yep, successful scenery made. That's what I want to know, dude. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like 15 frames per second. I'm not naming streamers. There's been multiple flying into there. Most recent stream that I watched, 15 frames per second is what the live streamer was getting. And they usually get fine FPS, normal. 15 frames per second. It's like, bro, I'm not giving you money for that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Figure out what's going on. Get some optimization going. Work on your airports. And then maybe I will support you. It's terrible, man. YYZ Global Art is beautiful, but it's very disappointing. It is, dude. It's insane. Like, I literally get 20 FPS. 20 FPS on final. I have a 1080 Ti and an overclocked 8700K. And you're telling me I get 20 frames per second? Like, bro, no. I can't support that, man. I learned my lesson once. Okay, I thought maybe it's Toronto. All right, there's a lot going on. Whatever, benefit of the doubt. Then I bought their Montreal. Same performance. 25, 22 FPS on final. Okay, well, shame on me. Lessons learned, friends. That's worse than standard TV. Dude, it's atrocious. It's atrocious. Is Toliss planning to make another aircraft? I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you. I'm not quite sure. I haven't spoke to them. How long is this flight, Captain? We're slated for 1 hour and 2 minutes. 1 hour and 2 minutes. Captain will be Austrian for the second leg, or are you switching to Alitalia? We're going over to Alitalia. Yeah, we're going to Alitalia, my friend. Wait for Vulcan. Maybe you'll get 21. It's such a meme, man. They should make a 330? I agree. That'd be awesome if fifth flight. Yeah, that'd be really cool, man. You guys want to see Daisy get a treat? Yeah, we can go give Daisy a treat. All right, give me a sec. Let's go give Daisy a treat for, the hell is this ortho? Nobody show Vess. Vess will get mad. Don't show him. I don't know why it does this one area of, like, super dark. All right, let's go give Daisy a treat. Reed, thanks so much for support, Reed. Glad you're enjoying the streams, man. Welcome aboard, buddy. Appreciate it, sir. Treats for Daisy. Good job, Daisy. She's so funny. Can you guys see her when she's trying to like give me high fives and stuff? That's what I'm telling her. I'm like, Daisy, high five. She's trying so bad. All right, let's look at our FMC here, friends. Let's take a look at some things here.
YouTube guys. Sometimes be like, 1 view 27 likes 5 comments. Most viewers from Ghana. Also your video has been reported for adult content because there was a tree in it. Nature has claimed your video because of that tree.
Pretty much sounds about right, man. Sounds about right. I got a copyright claim by PGA Tour Golf the other day for playing the golf club. You can't even make it up, friends. Can't even make it up. They literally copyright striked me because there was, I guess, an event. PGA Tour held an event on some video game, and it like basically was like, it almost, we did the same pretty much hole. And it's pretty special over here on YouTube, friends. Pretty special. Pretty special, friends. 110 miles till top of drop, friends. Cool. Spend some time outside. Can you put fixes in the Mick Do? Yep, you can. Yep, absolutely. An F for our boy. Man, it's crazy, dude. Kind of disappointed that we don't have some real good New York City airports. I mean, we do, Sam. Jersey airports are good. Like they're well modeled. They're pretty accurate. Especially his. But I see what you mean. Like, I kind of see what you mean. But we do have decent ones. Jersey. Flying India soon? We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Yo, what's Gucci? Avia, what's up, man? How are you, dude? Welcome aboard. Hope you're all good, man. But they're missing Sam. Yeah, well, apparently he's adding it into all his sceneries now, isn't he? I think so. When will we do an After Dark stream? Not sure. Joe Rogan is moving to Spotify. YouTube is dying slowly. Is he really moving to Spotify? I mean, that's kind of normal. Podcast on YouTube? No, there's so many more platforms to get that on, man. There's so many more platforms to get that on. So, I don't know. To me, that kind of makes sense. I don't know. How can I uninstall Reshade? I'm not quite sure, Yanis. I've never used Reshade, so I'm not quite sure, man. Can we fly from Qatar to Egypt? My name is Mohammed, by the way. Mohammed, welcome, man. I'm not sure when we're going to fly that route, dude. We definitely will get to that route. Not quite sure when we'll do it, though, buddy. Thought he said it's too expensive to bring the update for free. For which one? For Sam? Well, who knows, man. Who knows? We were flown to Singapore, Shanghai. I don't think we have. No. Captain Ontario, welcome back, man. Hope all is well, dude. Wish I had autoglide your Sam. My only complaint. Yeah, I agree. Captain, I forgot to ask, how are you doing? I'm doing well, Wild. How are you? Doing well, my friend. Beautiful approach into Naples. It is. Love flying into Naples, Lassie. Love it. Yep. When are you flying the Airbus 380 again? Keep up the good work, man. Not sure, Tom. I think we flew that one for the memes, dude. And I mean, we're probably good for another year or two till we need more memes. Then we'll pull it out. I have been subscribed for a long time. I'm an OG. Thank you, Mo. Appreciate it, my friend. It is $200 put into Sam into scenery as a designer. $200? Yeah, but I mean, as long as Jersey literally has been designing since like FSX, so it's like, really? Duh, guys.
Fun fact: Universal was sued for the melody for Dark Horse. They argued it was different from the producer that claimed a musician made a video on it explaining why claim was wrong, and Universal claimed his video, the wrong melody in it, not Dark Horse.
Yeah. It's yeah. The YouTube, the way that YouTube works, like when it comes to like copywriting and stuff like that, it is quite a meme, man. Quite a meme. It's pretty crazy. You see differences with the new 319 update? Oh yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's just quite a bit. SSG worked on the CRJ for 6 years and decided to stop developing it out of nowhere. Yeah, EM, we were talking about that though, but I mean, listen, dude. At this point, At this point, with the utter failure, and that's what I'm calling it. I don't think I'm being mean. I literally think that the 747 V2 from them was an utter failure. I think behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, it was an utter failure. I personally think that when you have a development team as big as SSG, I believe they're over 10 people, I believe is I don't know personally, but just judging by the forums and how many different people I've seen through over the years on the forums and be part of this group on the Facebook and all this other stuff, I'm guessing that there was probably a huge there had to have been. Let's not beat around the bush, man. It's garbage. The 747 is garbage. And to be fair, a lot of their other products are not worthy of payware products. The 170, the 195 barely scratches the surface of what's acceptable as a payware airplane. Barely. They're barely getting there. So, I mean, it is what it is, dude. Do we really want to be sad about it? No, because do you know what now? This opens the door for potentially maybe a developer that's actually going to give a shit and do things properly and listen to the community and give us what we want, instead of just throwing their hands up in the air and going, well, it took us 5 years to develop it, so it must be good. That's SSG logic right there in a nutshell, friends. Well, it took us 5 years, so like it has to be good, right? Right, guys? Right? SSG logic, my man. Right there. SSG 74 needs more work. The E190 is kind of acceptable. The 747 handles like a Cessna. It's terrible. 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 Have you seen the X-Plane store standards? Yeah, no, there is none. There is none. There is none. Yeah, there is none, my friends. Nobody is holding anybody accountable in this industry. And God forbid Captain Canada or anybody else says anything negative about an airplane. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Captain Canada, he is a terrible human being. God forbid he questions why we want to charge him $50 USD for basically the same plane. Shame on Captain Canada for shaming this industry, and he is a terrible person. It's such a meme, dude. Such a meme. Monkey Nut, thanks, dude, for the support. Appreciate it, my friend. Huge no floaties to you, sir. Thank you so much for supporting the streams, man. You should model a walnut in a blender and put it at the Orc store for $50. It would probably sell, Infinite Flight. It would probably sell, dude. All right, we just got a contact me on 124.7. This is Roma Control. All right, guys, I'm going to pause our music here for 2 seconds. So we've got to talk to ATC. Roma Control, good afternoon or evening. Austrian 2887, flight level 310.
Austrian 2887, Roma, hello, radar contact, continue as filed.
Continue as filed, Austrian 2887, thanks. Alrighty, sweet. There we go, back on ETC. Kepcan sucks, I'm unsubbing and writing bad reviews on Google. You guys remember what happened, right? You guys remember what happened with SSG, of how all I did was ask a simple question and I got banned off the org forums for 14 days. I couldn't write anything on the forums for 14 days, boys. Oh god, it's not Why'd You Take Off guy, is it? I don't think so, no. Hello, sir, finally got my Xbox X. Can't wait for FS 2020. Nice, dude. Sweet, Mike. Awesome, man. Awesome. What's for lunch today and dinner tonight? Good question.
Captain, your next Skymarks model is on me. No floaties.
Thank you, buddy. That's absolutely awesome, man. Huge no floaties, guys, in chat for Mopar, supporting my plane addiction. Thank you, Mopar. Huge no floaties, my man. Hope you're having a wonderful day at work, dude. Not working too hard. Hopefully you got a good lunch in you, man. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, dude. Pedro, you're saying 30 till top of drop? All right, let's see it. Pedro's our usual man. 42. 42, Pedro. You're close. You're close today. All right, let's go punch in some beautiful information here, friends. We'll grab our METAR. We'll do METAR so you guys can all see it. METAR LERF. Hey, Cap, just graduated from college. I'm going to the Air Force soon. I'm going to be a CFB Trenton. Very cool, Captain Ontario. Congrats, man. That's very, very cool. My cousin is in Trenton right now doing his training. He is, I believe, I believe he's going for his helicopter training. I'm not quite sure. He's getting his PPL right now through Seneca. He got accepted into the. He got accepted, but they wanted him to get his PPL first, or because he was in the middle of getting his PPL, I think that they wanted him to.
Ocean 2887 cleared retap 2 Papa arrival. Expect ILS runway 16 right.
Alrighty, sorry. Can you get that arrival for me again for Austrian 2887?
Ocean 2887 is going to be retap 2 Papa arrival.
Retap 2 Papa for 16 right. Thanks so much, Austrian 2887. 2 Papa. All right, we'll fix that here in a minute. Winds. What were the winds? We're just looking at them. Winds were 0. Why am I getting conflicting reports here? Okay. YouTube's giving us one different thing, and these guys are giving us another thing. All right, friends, so we're going to have to reprogram our approach here. So we're going to go to flight plan, and we're going to go to LERF. Arrivals, we're going to plan for ILS 16 right. I don't know which one I want. Do I want Yankee or Zulu? Doesn't matter, so we'll just take this one. ILS 16 right, Yankee via the 2 Papa. Right tab 2 Papa. Right 2 Papa.
472 Roma, hello, transponder mode shock.
Ready? And Roma Control Austrian 2887 showing that we need to descend now, sir, for 16 right.
Austrian 2887, roger, descend flight level 200.
200, Austrian 2887, thanks. Alrighty, friends, well, we're going to make a pretty steep descent here. Get our seatbelt signs turned back on. Hopefully we can get us back on track. I kind of figured that was going to get us a little bit high. What does that want us? We've got to be at 14,000 for RITEB. I don't know if we're going to make that, but we'll see.
From Rogalia 469 Roma, hello, radar contact, continue south.
Performance. Now, it wasn't letting me change this. Is this normal, guys, that once you start your descent, you cannot change your cost index? I thought you could always manipulate the cost index, whatever you were doing. Maybe it's just me. Look at those views, dude. Or is that normal, friends? Time to buy another half-finished SSG. No, don't do it. Falling from the back front of the caution. Cap, my coffee is flying. Don't know an Airbus. In Boeing, you can. Yeah, I thought you could in the buses. And maybe you have to do it before. No, you can. Don't know what's wrong with there. Yeah, right? I thought you could. I thought you could. What's for lunch today and dinner for tonight? Not quite sure what we're having for dinner.
Austrian 19er, 290.
Fuck my life, dude.
Austrian 19er, Roma, hello, radar contact.
This is the TDG scenery? Nope, this is Aerosoft Rome, and then the Naples scenery will be TDG.
16 right, Rita 2, Papa arrival, Austrian 19er.
Hi, Cap Canada, how are you doing today? I'm doing well, X-Plane Clit. How are you, my friend? How are you doing? Hope all is well, sir. Which plane do you want most to come up the X-Plane as soon as possible? The MD-11 and the A300. I want this I&I simulation. I need that. Love how Daisy gets every bit of sunshine. Yep. And watch, you'll see it'll start to swing around now. It'll start coming over the top of the condo. Yeah. Shouldn't take coffee on an Airbus, just saying. Alright, how are we doing here? Okay, transition altitude is 6,000 feet. Let's get some numbers in here. 6,000 feet. We're planning ILS 16 right. Minimums are 203 feet.
2887, contact Roma 125.5. Ciao.
125.5. Ciao. Thanks for ATC, my friend. 125.5.
Center Austrian 19, it's showing that we have to descend here. Can we...
Whoa.
What's that, 19?
Roma Control, good afternoon. Austrian 2887, descending flight level 2400 for 200.
Austrian 2887, Roma contact landing 16 right, descend flight level 100.
Landing 16 right, down to flight level 100. Thanks, Austrian 2887. Alrighty, friends, down to 10,000. I think we're slowly catching back up here.
5 kilo India, 34 right, the wind just changed.
Okay, no worries.
Is this the first leg? It is, yes. First leg. We have been airborne for 41 minutes. Looking good, friends. An hour and... I think it was an hour and 1. An hour and 2 minutes. An hour and 2 minutes on the airtime they've given us today. So right now we're just trying to catch ourselves back up to profile here. I'm also going to take control of the speed, and I'm just going to dial this back. Going to help with the descent here a little bit. I'm going to throw out some spoilers. F-16s are your favorite jets? Very cool.
And after Radien, fly heading 190.
Fly heading 190, that's the waypoint.
I hate how some people's mics are like super tinny. That's, I think, the issue.
After Radien.
Like some people's mics are good, but next stop, Lurf. Yep, flying into Roma.
After that, 190. Yeah.
Correct.
Alright, guys, we got our auto brake set to low. Can we wait for the I&I builds 380? Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. That's going to be fun, Junior Pilot. I agree. Yep. How do you know if you're high on altitude when you're lower descending on an Airbus? The ball. So see this ball right here? It's not really showing up as a ball, but there's a green ball. And you're basically just trying to track it. That is your deviation, your V, your path, essentially. You can also always look at your FMC, too. If you just go to flight plan and you go, so you can see that our next waypoint, we're supposed to be at 9,300 feet. So 9,300 feet in about 15 miles, 14 miles. Can we hit it? We'll be very close. We should be able to get back on track from Charlie Mike Papa. We should be back on our track. Again, not really the airplane's fault that we got off track either. We had initially planned for the 3.4s for arrival, and they switched us to the 1.6s. So there we go. Daisy cam's going off for now, friends. We're going to enjoy the arrival here. Can you set speed to 290? I did set the speed to 290, yeah.
340, report ready for departure.
Roger, we will report ready for departure, approaching 40.
God damn, dude.
Tower, I'm ready for the departure, Tower. Tower, are you ready for the departure? Okay, Tower, ready for the departure.
I don't know about you guys, but that's all that I hear out of that. I don't know. It's more graphics in Boeing, to be honest. What? It's more graphic in Boeings? Maybe. I'm going to talk to the ATC like that. From now on, we're just going to...
6,000 feet, QNH 1008.
6,000 feet, QNH 106. Australia 287.
Shit. 6,000 feet, friends? That's how we're talking from now on into our microphones, guys. That's how we're doing it. Potato mic for Potato Mike. Let's do it. He's used to it anyways, don't worry. He heard me anyways.
Radar Austrian 19, follow 200 checking in.
Oh, goddamn, dude. You gotta have some fun, friends, okay? You gotta have fun sometimes, okay? Coming up on 10,000 feet, we need to throw out those spoilers. We're going quick. Gonna bring this back onto descent mode. Looking good now. We've caught up to our path. So for those of you asking how is our path, there's our vertical path right here. So we're slowly catching up to it. Now we did burn through our speed, but that's fine. We can actually reset our speed, and that'll bring everything down here now. We'll make it on Flight Sim Best. Oh, man. I don't know, dude. That's all I hear, though. Like, with people from these microphones, like, it's too much, man. You complain about VATSIM trolling, but, dude, I'm not trolling anybody. Was that a troll?
After Charlie Mike Papa, turn right heading 270.
Alrighty, after Charlie Mike Papa, right turn 270. Austrian 2887. I'm not trolling anybody, dude. We're talking on frequency. That's it. It's not trolling. I wasn't trolling any other person, anybody. Nope. I'm your biggest fan. Please say my name, Max. Hi, buddy. How are you, dude? Hope you're staying well. Staying healthy, Max. When are you getting the bird up? Good afternoon, Joe. How are you, man? Welcome aboard, dude. Scottish Captain coming with the 2 pounds. Hey, Cap, love your streams. Keep doing what you do. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, sir. Huge no floaties too. Thank you so much for your support. Have you got ex-Italy? No. What's ex-Italy? Tomorrow. Nice, dude. Where are you going? Just doing another check or actually flying? Marty, doing well, man. How are you, dude? Alrighty, so we need to go to a heading of 270 after Charlie Mike Papa, 7 miles. We can arm our LS switch here as well. Reposition flight back to home base. Nice, dude. Sweet. Well, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it, man. I'm sure. How long of a jaunt? About an hour or so, max? Not nothing crazy, right? It's a 13-minute flight. Stop it. 4,000 feet, Austrian 2887. All right, 270 on the heading. There's Charlie Mike Papa. No worries, my friend. Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
Correction. Easy 5 calendar, reduce the final approach speed. Report 340, confirm fully ready.
Negative, no ready yet.
Fuck! God damn it, dude.
After a 19er, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1008.
I just don't get it.
Descend 6,000, Austrian 19er.
Easy traction, Austrian 32 Whiskey, descend flight level 100.
Descending flight level 100, Austrian 32 Whiskey.
God help our ears. I know. I'm sorry, friends. There's like nothing I can do about it either. Until I get a different mixer. But I'm going to get a new audio mixer and I'm going to put VATSIM on its own independent slider. Yes. It's going to be wonderful. Alright, alt hold. All looks well. Hopefully it gets us a turn here soon.
Austin 32 Whiskey, turn left heading 150. Left turn heading 150.
Hey Kevin, how are you, mate? Sorry I was a little bit late, but let's go flying. Dean Juan, how are you, man? Welcome back, buddy.
Austin 2887, I'm going to take you through the localized Air Force Base.
Not a problem at all, Austrian 2887.
On 2887, descend at 3,000 feet.
3,000 feet, Austrian 2887. Winds are 360 at 9 with rain. Okay.
Operator, approach 340, holding point Alpha Kilo, ready for departure.
For 340, roger, I can call you short. I call you back short.
The mic, please. No, I'm not gonna mic police, dude. No, no mic police.
Oscar 100, turn right heading 26.
Are we going? I think we're going for some
Right,
nice views.
you're Austrian 100. Oscar 2887, Roma, turn left heading 110, clear the LS 16 right.
At a left turn, 110, cleared for the LS 16 right, Austrian 2887. What are the winds right now? I'm getting 360 at 9. This is going to be an interesting arrival. Tailwind, 9 knot tailwind arrival.
Austrian 2887, you may start reducing speed.
Reducing speed, 2887.
2000. Terrain.
Send the flight level 80. Sending flight level 80, 3 whiskey. Airport 340, time and landing is jet, short funnels, runway 3 for left, line up and wait behind.
Line up and wait behind for 340.
Oh, baby. Alrighty, flaps check 1.
Runway 3 for left, get around, wind 0305 knots.
This one, runway 3 for left, aircraft 0
Here's some interesting vectors.
Austrian 2887,
Did you say heading 110? Oh, thank you. That makes a little bit more sense.
Actually, Austrian 2887, maintain speed 160 knots until 4 miles.
So for me? VATSIM here is real life. Rome ETC sucks. No, they're not bad, man. You did a good job. There's a lot of people coming in right now.
2887, reduce the final approach speed.
Reducing final approach speed, Austrian 2887.
Airport 340, after departure, turn left on heading 310.
135.
For left, clear for takeoff.
Localizers
Clear for
armed.
takeoff, clear for left after takeoff. Turn left, 310 for 340.
Former control, buonasera.
Gears going down, flaps 2.
Hearing 5 Fox Bravo, wrong frequency, Roma 124.1.
Flaps 3.
We've just been on 1242 and H.
And flaps full.
Switch to your frequency.
5 Fox Bravo.
Fully configured.
Again. I'm doing approach for Roma.
left.
5 kilo India Roger, turn right on Alpha. Oscar 19er, turn left by 10 degrees. Left 10 degrees.
Approach switch is armed.
Turn 3 to whiskey, turn right on India 290.
Alright guys, you can get your landing rates in now. Gear is down. You can get your rates in, friends. Let's go and get our nose light on, runway turn-offs on, wing lights on. Glide slope star, loke star. Descending. Beautiful.
Airport 340, Roma, squawk 1000.
Squawk Innsbruck 1000 for approach 40.
Austrian 2887, runway 3, action, runway 16 right, ticket line, wind at 030 degrees at 5 knots.
16 right, cleared to land, Austrian 2887.
Austrian 19er, turn left, I'm heading 150, descend 40.
Alright, sweet.
Austrian 150 down at 4000, Austrian 19er. Austrian 32 whiskey, further right, action. Maintain fly heading 290, descend 6000 feet, CH1008. Maintain 290 on the heading, descend 6000 feet, CH1008, Austrian 32 whiskey.
Yeah, holding Childerz.
If you read my comment, you'll get 1p. Thanks, man.
85 to India, contact tower 119, 118, decimal 7.
Is there a tower online?
118 decimal 7.
I hope not. Oh, there is, 1187.
2000.
Pro 340, bye-bye.
Okay, 1187 is plugged. Alrighty, friends. Landing checklist.
340, radar contact, climb flat level 20.
Gears down 3 green, flaps are full, spoilers are on, auto brake is set.
Pro 340.
Cabin crew's been advised, you guys have been advised. Enjoy the arrival, friends.
Contact tower 118.17. They already know you are clear to land.
118.7, thanks, Austrian 287. From the tower,
Traffic,
good evening.
traffic,
Austrian 287,
Traffic.
ILS 16 right.
Traffic. 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 Traffic.
Awesome, 2887,
Traffic.
watching approach.
Traffic.
Can you
Traffic.
approach 287?
Traffic. 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 Traffic.
Looks
Traffic.
like somebody's trying to be funny.
Traffic. 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 Traffic.
Hey, Tower, I'm going to turn off my
1000.
TCAS so we can get this. Actually, we're good.
Roger, Austrian 2887, clear to land runway 16 right.
Cleared 16 right, Austrian 2887, thank you. Alrighty, guys, looking good. At some point, people are going to learn that we just have supervisors watching like at all times. Like, people are so dumb. It's amazing. It's amazing. For your 5 seconds of fame, I hope it was fun, and I hope going through the half hour of creating a new VATSIM account goes well for you. I hope it was worth it. 500 feet, friends.
400.
I will say this, I feel like I have so much more control over this airplane than I do the JAR. I will say that. Now, it is the 319, so it's a little bit smaller. Continue.
Accident, yeah, I've got the break, first 600 choice.
100. 50. 40. 30. Restart. 10.
Hey, friends, nose down gently. Decelerating.
Roger, send over choice, 85 kilo India. Welcome, Captain Canada to your rail.
70 knots.
Easy one, I'm
Rooster stowed.
Roma Tower, go ahead.
Manual braking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roma, my friends. Greasy. That felt really good, man. That felt exquisite. How are my brakes hot? They're not even on. What? Oh, no, I know what's going on. Alright, cool. I thought my brakes were hot, but that's not what it was. Alright. All that fun stuff can come off. Let's get our taxi charts opened here. Let them know we're vacated on Alpha Golf. And Tower Austrian 2887 is vacated on Alpha Golf.
Austrian 2887, taxi to stand 606 via Alpha Mike.
Stand 606 via Alpha and Mike. Thanks for ATC. We'll catch you soon, Austrian 2887. Alrighty, sweet. Via Alpha and Mike. So this is Alpha here. Wait, is this Alpha? Yes, this is Alpha. Make a left turn here on Alpha and then a right turn on Mike for stand 606, friends. Alright, landing lights are coming off. Nose light over to taxi. Strobe lights are coming off. Wing lights are coming off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roma. It's been a while since we've been here. Feels good. Chrono can come off. What did we do? 1 hour and 1 minute. We're 1 minute early, friends. 1 minute early. Master start switch on the APU is coming on. Pay attention down here. We'll look for a open flap message. I think we're all cleaned up. We are down there. Beautiful. Looking good. Sweet. What do you guys rate that arrival? What do we think? That one felt damn nice, friends. That arrival felt damn nice. This airplane flies real smooth. Real smooth.
Tower Austrian 19er, ILS 16, rate fully established.
Alrighty, and APU start switch is coming on. Our flap was open. Everything looks good over there. Now, stand 606. Parking stands.
16 right, clear to land, Austrian 19er.
We're on Mike. I don't know where 606 is. Is it this way? That's 706. 606, right there. I see it. Okay. My charts don't want to open now either. Okay, cool. Nine out of 10, very stable and realistic. Great landing. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate it, man. 9 out of 10, 8.5. All right, sweet. Cockpit is a little bit dark. Yeah, I think that has to do with my XVision. My XVision script makes the Toliss cockpit a little bit darker than I would like. I do agree with you on that one. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's something Vesely can figure that out. But all right, let's take a look at our landing rate winners here, friends. In first place, we got Pilot Sammy. In second place, Lawrence Michel. And in third place, Adrian Wolf. Well done, guys. Well done, friends. Well done. Sound pack, this is BSS, Blue Sky Star. BSS sound pack, my friend. Now, was 606 right here? It was. 606 is right there. Beautiful. All right, cool. Stand 606. That is where he requested us. Beautiful. Nose light can come off. Runway turnoffs can come off. APU is on and available, so that is all looking good. We can go ahead and lose engine number 2 here. Alrighty, friends, and that's going to go ahead and do it right about there. Park brake is coming on. Engine number 1 is coming off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rome, my friends. Been a hot minute since we've been here. Absolutely awesome. Sweet. Beautiful flight, friends. All right, let's go ahead and head outside. We'll toggle replay mode. Bring this guy back here. Klaus!
Solid landing.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, Klaus. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Glad you're enjoying the streams, Klaus. Glad to see you still supporting as well, my friend. Thank you so much, Klaus. Very much appreciated, my friend. Thanks, buddy. Alrighty. Let's watch this arrival here, friends. Little bit floatier than I would have wanted, but still, considering I haven't landed this airplane in a couple months, I would say that's a great landing, friends. Looks damn fine to me, friends. Damn good. Extra, how are you, man? Welcome back, dude. Hope you're doing well. Thanks, buddy. Look at that. Nice and smooth. 10 out of 10 on that center line, friends. Gracie. Tower view here. Floaty equals easy butter. That depends. It depends. Sometimes when you float, you'll lose all lift and you'll just end up smacking down into the ground. So it depends. I think we actually flew that decently well. You can see there's the ground effect, ground effect, ground effect, and we put her down. No, I would say that's exactly how you want to fly an Airbus. I think we were just past the 1,500 footers. Where's the 1,000 footers? 1,000 footers, 1,500 footers, just past, well, in between, halfway between the 1,500 and the 2,000s. Not bad. Like I said, a little bit longer than what we would have liked, but considering we haven't flown the airplane in a while, definitely going to be taking that landing, friends. Definitely going to be taking that landing. For sure, my amigos. Beautiful. All right. Let's watch some wing views now. Everybody loves their wing views. In my opinion, that isn't floaty, though. It definitely isn't. No. Landing in Skyathos, my friend. Oof, love that approach, dude. One of my faves, my friend. Nice and smooth. Floated because you didn't have your friend vaping in your ear on the practice flight last night. Oh, man. That wasn't too floaty at all, man. Nope, that was perfect. Definitely taking that one. Well within the zone. We're going to watch that one on a replay. So we'll watch this one for now. Will you fly to Cyprus? Will I fly to Cyprus? Yes, we will. I don't know when, but we will. Yeah. Do you have runway slopes on? Yes, I do, 737 guy. Yep. Some airports need it, some don't. Beautiful. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to rewind it. We're going to watch. Do you guys want from the front or from the back for our replay? What do you guys want? Front or back wing view? I think this view is going to be a lot nicer in my opinion, but if you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button, guys. We're going for 500 likes on today's video. 500 likes, guys. So if you haven't done so, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button, friends. That would be absolutely awesome. Very, very much appreciated. From the back, all right, cool. We'll leave it like this. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to press the play button. I hope you guys enjoy the arrival into Rome from the back wing view here, and I will see you guys in about 5 minutes after I set up our next flight. Enjoy the replay, guys. Turn up our sounds a little bit. Here you go. There you go. Alrighty, guys, enjoy the arrival. I'll catch you guys in about 5 minutes. I'm here, guys. Don't worry, I'm stretching. Stretching. Okay, my friends, welcome back. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hopefully that break didn't take too long. We're back inside the pit. Well, not quite the pit, but we're getting ready here in our beautiful Alitalia. I want it to be sunset, though. How much longer till sunset? Okay, so we'll go like right about there. That should be good. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, friends, back on VATSIM. Let's jump inside the pit. Let's rock and roll. I've got all of our sounds. I had them turned down. There we go. Now they're back up. Toliss, Sound 3D, you can go there. Cool. Alright, sweet. So, without further ado, let's jump inside the pit. Let's get this guy programmed. We're going over to Naples, Napoli. Napoli, the spice into the meatball. Should be a beautiful flight, friends. Very short. 30 minutes, I think, on like the flight time. What is it? Yes, 30 minutes exactly. 30 minutes on the flight time. 58 minutes gate to gate, friends. So it should be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and jump inside the pit. Beautiful. Here we go. We're not cold and dark. We're in turnaround state, so everything's good there. 1008, you should be on that as well. Okay, cool. We are back on VATSIM, so we have to grab our ATC. So it's going to be on 18.7. I'm going to turn down X-Plane while we're doing this, so we can hear him properly. No need to have our sounds blasted up like that. Let me make sure that he's also online as well. They are.
Victor Tango, contact ground 121.9. Sorry for the inconvenience. Bye bye.
Ground's online.
121.9, no problem.
121.9. Okay. Well, there we go.
Affirmative, sir.
Alright, sweet. I want it brighter in here. Let's get some brightness up. Sweet. Nav and logo lights on. Beacon light can come off for now. We don't need that on. Romo ground, good evening. Alitalia 2889er. With the current weather, IFR to Naples, please. Good old Italian accent, man. Oh, yeah.
Alitalia 2889er, stand by for clearance. Alitalia 7 Victor Tango, Roma ground.
Alitalia 7 Victor Tango, roger.
Allora, bellissimo.
Please,
I want to learn how to speak
turn
Italian,
180 degrees facing south and take
Dude,
Alpha.
this guy
Hotel,
sounds like the guy that I want to learn how to
stand
speak
for
Italian
3.
from. Yeah, this is the guy we want to learn how to speak Italian from, man. This is awesome. Anthony, what's up, man? I read everything, dude. How are you, sir? What is the ground handling? That is JarDesign. Ground handling deluxe. Ground handling deluxe. Now the pizza and the spaghetti. The spaghetti. Is it just me or does the scenery look old? Like X-Plane 10 old? Maybe this part. But the rest of it's really nice.
Taxi to stand
The rest of it's good.
603 via Alpha.
It runs really well, too, considering how big it is.
Beware, the Boeing 738,
You think it looks old?
just in case.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it looks okay.
44, correction, Alpha, Mike, and Sierra.
I think that looks half decent. How many
Approaching.
FPS right now?
Italia
50.
2889, ready for clearance.
Affirmative, sir.
Italia 2889, cleared to Napoli, Capodichino, via Sozac 8 Alpha, departure, Riffi 8 Hotel transition, runway news 25, initial climb 4,000 feet, squawk 5503.
Oh boy, this is going to be one of these departures. Okay. Alrighty, cleared into Napoli via the Souza 8 Alpha departure, a Riffi 8 Hotel transition. Departure out of runway 25, initial climb 4,000, squawk 5503, Alitalia 2889.
Alitalia 2889, readback is correct.
I love it. I fucking love it, dude. Best accent, hands down. Alright, let's work on this. Where's Mr. Anthony Baldo? I'll probably need Mr. Baldo in here helping me. Okay, let's go to a NITREF here, friends, sitting on the ground in Roma, LIRF, and we're going over to Napoli, LIRN, learn, and we'll throw that in here. Wonderful. Flight number today will be Alitalia AZA 2889, and we'll throw that there. Beautiful. Let's go over here. I'm going to punch in some zero fuel weights and all that fun stuff into our Toliss menu here. So, Toliss, I need... I'm going to go to loading and performance. Okay. On the fuel today, we need 4.8. We're going to quick refuel that. Good. We're looking for a zero fuel weight today of 56.1. 56.1. 118 passengers with, again, about 3,500 kilos of cargo. That all looks good, friends. I'm happy with that. All right, cool. So, 56.127.6. 56.127.6. 56.1... /27.6. All right. Block fuel was at 4.8. Good. Right, cool. Let's go to our flight plan. LERF departures. Okay. Runway 25 via. This is where it gets real interesting, friends. The Souza 8 Alpha departure, okay, which is right here, with the Riffi 8 Hotel transition. Yeah, okay, never mind. That was pretty easy. I got it. Why the hell did they do that? That's so confusing. Okay, whatever. From Riffi, we're going to jump on Mike 729. I'm going to take that to PNZ. PNZ. I'm going to throw that in there. Beautiful. And we'll insert that. And then we're going to go to Learn. We're going to go to Arrivals. As it stands right now, we're going to plan for the ILS, but I can't remember which one we want. So let me open up my Arrivals. Learn. And we're going to go to Approach. Okay. Approach. And we want the... which one do we want? Do we want Yankee? Okay, that looks boring. Zulu. That's boring. X-ray. Oh, they're all the same. Okay. I thought there was like an RNAV into 06. Okay, whatever. It's all the same. So we'll take the ILS runway. Oh, it's because we got the mountain on the left side, so that's why it looks cool. Okay. So we'll take the ILS runway 6 Zulu. ILS runway 6 Zulu via the Penzi 1. Pens 1 Echo. Pens 1 Echo. All right, and I don't think do I want a transition? What's this? Yes, I do. We want NPC. Is that available? No. I have Oleva. I see Oleva. Where's Iska's further out. So, no, we'll be fine at Oleva. Okay, sweet. And we'll insert that. Cool. Scroll through all of this. Beautiful. Looks good. All right, sweet friends. I'm happy with all of that. Let's go back over to our init-ref page. Everything should be plugged in here, and it is wonderful. Initial cost index will be 15. Cruise level wants us to go up to 230. I think we're actually going all the way out to the water. Don't listen. I think like the actual is like 170 miles. That's going direct. It's 109 miles direct. We're obviously not going to be doing that. You're going to get bumped over to flight plan. Cool. All right, sweet. So that's all in there. I'm happy with that. We've got everything in the green. Tow is in the green, 60.7. Beautiful. Let's go to performance page. I'm going to open back up our Toliss menu here. I don't know why it's in the red. It's very weird. We're going to go to flaps 1. No, actually, we're going to do a flaps 2 departure today. Yes, we'll do a flaps 2 departure today. And do we want to do toga? No, toga will get us out in like no time. All right, cool. So we're going to be flexing to 60. This is so stupid. Sorry, guys. I'll probably cut it out for a second. Are you guys just looking at that screen? Is that all it's showing you right now? Jesus. All right, hold on. Just let me punch these numbers in here real quickly. Flex temp's going to be 63 degrees. Flaps are 2/up 0.3. Okay, and our V speeds 150, 150, 152. 150, 150. All right, cool. We're good. You guys are back. Sweet. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to have to fix the FMC. All right, sweet. Beacon light can come on. Nav and logos are all looking good up there. Fine and dandy. Let's go one more time to our Toliss menu. And I'm sorry that it has to keep doing this. We're going to go to close all of our doors. Close, 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 and close. And external power, we didn't have it on. Cool. All right, sweet. Wonderful. Everything looks fine and dandy. Upstairs, APU's on. APU bleed is on. Good. We'll go to plugins. We'll go to ground handling. And we're just going to hide you all. Beautiful. If we go outside, we should be there. Sweet. All right, let's go to plugins. Better pushback. Start pushback.
Hey, Captain. Let me know where you want this.
Now, we're going with a runway 25 departure today. Simbrief, why are you so slow right now on the iPad? My goodness me. Runway 25, so we're going to want to push... Yeah, okay. We want to push like this, my friends. Cool.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Sweet. That is great news, Mr. Cat Strader. How are you, dude? All right, let's tune back to ground, 21.9. And we'll press push and start. Stand 606. I also need to get my squawk code in here. What was my squawk code? Squawk code was 5503. Nope. On reporting. Cool. Alex, how are you, my man? Welcome aboard, dude. Roma ground. Good evening once again. Alitalia 2889er. Push and start stand 606, please.
Alitalia 2889er, we have correction to your seat.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed,
okay,
and we're ready to connect.
Okay, you are cleared to Napoli via Xibria 8 Alpha, Riffi 8 Golf transition. Runway is 25, initial climb 4,000 feet, squawk is the same, 5503.
Okay. Let's make things fun. Cleared into Napoli once again. Xibria 8 Alpha departure with the Riffi 8 Golf transition. Runway 25. Initial climb 4,000. Squawk remaining the same, 5503. Alitalia 2889er.
Alitalia 2889er, arithmetic is correct. Thank you for your cooperation.
No problemo. Mis amigo.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
25.
Tow connected. Bypass pens inserted. Go until the parking
Xibria
brake
8
when you're ready
Alpha.
to go.
Xibria 8 Alpha with the Riffi 8 Golf transition flight plan, and we'll insert that. Okay. And good. Cool. All right. Pardon me. Sweet. Everything looks good there. Everything should remain the same with our flight plan and all that fun stuff. Yeah. All right, cool. We're all good there. And And ground Alitalia 2889er, just to confirm we're cleared for push and start, stand 606.
Alitalia 2889er, push and start are approved, facing east, QNH 1009.
Pushback is approved facing east. Alitalia 2889er. Alrighty, sweet. We're looking good there, friends. We've got all of the information plugged in. Let's go park brake.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Sweet. Here comes the pushback, friends. Turn those sounds up for you guys. Alrighty, engine mode selector over to the start position. And we'll fire up engine number 2. Time is it in game? I'm not sure. Probably like 6 o'clock, just before the sun sets. Oof, look at the Japan. Oh, love it. Is that triple? Yeah, this is a triple. Whoa, look at these guys. They actually stop. They're not kamikaze shell trucks here. Interesting. Usually they don't stop for me. Usually they just go right through me. Zero Fox. I mean, they're going into one another non-stop, but hey. Whoa, bro. Guys. Fail. I guess they don't want to hit the engine, but they'll hit the rest of the airplane. Too funny. Alright, let's fire up number 1. Does it feel violated? Is the Maglite working 77 update? Yeah, they're always working on it, yeah. They are. Takeoff, how are you doing today? Great to see you again. Hope you're all the best on YouTube. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it, my friend. Hope we're doing well, too. Luckily, my dogs don't bark as much as that PTU, right? Barking away, man. Ribbit. Where's my dog? Probably sleeping.
Just about done.
Not
Here,
even on her bed. Too hot.
Break.
Too warm.
Guys, stupid. I deactivated my microphone.
And
So
we're
I was
disconnecting
saying
the tow.
two things.
Give me just a moment.
First of all, Aaron, if you sent the banner already, I can see it in the chat. So let me know if you sent it already. Then it's probably not working. Then we will have to find another way. I don't even know. I mean, I'm so new to YouTube. To be honest, I don't know how I could contact you or you could contact me without sharing our information in the chat. But we will find a way somehow. But if you send it in the...
Okay, flaps 2, I have no clue what's going on. Spoilers are armed. Engine mode selector back to normal. Auto brake over to max. RTO. APU is coming off. APU bleed is off. Wonderful. Cabin checked. Takeoff
And
config.
we're disconnected.
Normal.
Signal pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Thanks, Mr. Castrator. I have no clue what's happening. Yeah. We're going for 650 likes today. See if we smash the 500. Yeah. I mean, we should be going for 600 likes. 600 likes. My YouTube thing is just not updating. Nothing is updating today with YouTube. It's very broken. Is he using frequency as a chat room? I don't know. I'm wondering if yes or no. Maybe he couldn't speak with somebody. It was somebody, another pilot. I have no clue. Where's Mr. Castrator? Oh, he is there giving us the thumbs up. All right, cool, sweet. Let's let them know we're ready to rock and roll. And a Roma ground, Alitalia 2889er on mic, or short of mic, ready to taxi runway 25.
Alitalia 2889, taxi to holding point Bravo Bravo, runway 25, via Mike, Romeo and Bravo.
Alrighty, holding point Bravo Bravo, runway 25 via Mike, Romeo and Bravo for Alitalia 2889. All right, park brake is off. What do I recommend for beginners? Just hanging out, man. Just hanging out. Take in as much knowledge as you can. I don't really think everybody completely understands just how intense flight simming is and can be at this level. Like at this level, like when you're doing this with air traffic control and you're required to do certain things, like you're basically one step away from doing this in the real life, right? Now, I get it, it's a simulator, so obviously we're not quite there yet, but yeah, just take it in, man. Take it in, enjoy it. There's so much to learn in this hobby. So much to learn in this hobby, dude. You're not going to learn this all overnight. It's going to take, in my instance, years. It took me years to be able to be this comfortable and to be able to basically get in any airplane and say, okay, I'll be able to understand it with the knowledge that I've already taught myself. Just have fun with it, man. Just have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. It's super intense. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. Sweet Blade Runner.
Okay, Sonia Rosicinieri. Let's see, fasten the seatbelts E and E, sit he down E. The cappy is going E to bring us to the skies E. The spaghettis and pizzas heating up. So don't worry about E, your food E. Let's E go Bambinis. Stay safe, Cap.
Thank you, Blade Runner. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you so much for your continued support, guys. Let's show some love.
Buonasera.
Buonasera.
To stand 401 via Alpha.
Let's go to Napoli.
Bravo,
Hey.
Hotel, and November Golf.
I'm still an FS expert. I'm still enjoying it and learning every day something new. Exactly, man. Dude, I learn every day, you know? Since we were in Rome, would you like to watch the Gladiator movies? Dude, I haven't watched those since I was a kid. Yeah, shit's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Approaching.
Alex, thanks so much for your support, Alex. Welcome aboard, dude. Glad you're enjoying the streams, my friend. Welcome, sir. Appreciate you, man. We're runway taking off, runway 25. Are the BSS sounds default, or they come with or you tweaked them? They're not default. You have to buy them. They're an extra $20. And yes, they come with like a little 3D plugin thing like this, and yeah, you can edit them the way that you like. Obviously, you can edit them however you'd like. I tailor them to us and not going deaf for the most part. Taylor, thanks so much for your support as well, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad you're enjoying the streams. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Alrighty, guys, this is Bravo Delta. We're not going to be taking this one. We're going to be taking the next one, Bravo Bravo. And then I do believe we have Tower online on 18.7, unless they've logged off. So let's take a quick look here. We do have Tower 18.7, and then we do have Departure as well on 25.5. Nice. Well, that'll be fun. I just won £1,000 on a Warzone tournament. Nice, dude. Sweet, buddy. Congrats. That's awesome. Going to Cairo.
Romeo Juliet Alpha, stand by. Alitalia 2889er, contact Tower 118.7.
118.7, Alitalia 2889er. Thanks for the wonderful ATC. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, bye.
Ciao bella. Should have said that or something crazy. Roma Tower. Good evening. Alitalia 2889er approaching Bravo Bravo, ready for departure runway 25.
Alitalia 2889er, good evening. Fiumicino Tower, wind 040, knots, clear for takeoff, runway 25.
Runway 25, cleared for takeoff. Alitalia 2889er. Alrighty, sweet friends. Nose light to takeoff. Landing lights are coming on. stomp on the brakes here just a little bit before I make this turn. Yeah, there we go. All right. Strobe lights coming on. Wing lights coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the departure. Catch you guys on the other side. Did the pressure change? It did 1009. All right, and initial climb was 4,000, so we'll throw that in there as well. All right, cool. All of our lights are on. We're lit up like a Christmas tree. ECAM memo showing no blue. Cabin is ready. Wonderful, friends. Let's get ourselves lined up here, ready to rock and roll. Look at that sun baking that. Look, so beautiful. Should be just setting as we get as we arrive into Napoli. Beautiful, friends. Chrono is on. Throttles to 40%. Enjoy, friends. It's gonna get a little bit loud. Flex set. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. knots. V1. Rotate. How's the rate? Gears going up. Thanks for ATC. We'll see you soon. I'll tell you 288. We're smocking and reporting. Yep, right, cool. Alrighty, so departure on 25.5. Let's go throttles to climb. Robbie!
Hey Canada, hope you're having a greasy landing kind of day, eh?
Thank you.
Chano? Smarten up.
Thank you, Robbie. Huge no floaties in chat, guys, for Mr. Robbie Wilson. Thank you, Robbie. Huge no floaties, my friend. Thank you so much for your support, man. That's very, very kind of you. All right, guys, 1255. I'm trying to fly with my left hand while tune the radio with my right one. There we go. And I need to turn this down because holy macaroni, dude. Those sounds are just ridiculous off departure. My goodness me. Roma departure, good evening. Alitalia 2889er, 3,200 for 4,000. 230, Alitalia 2889er, thank you. Alrighty, guys, managed climb mode up to 230. Let's bring that nose down here a little bit. We're going to gain some speed. Coming up on 200 knots. Let's go flaps 1. And there's 210 flaps clean, friends. Speed restriction here for 210 knots. So we're going to pitch for climb here. We're going to get some pretty nice performance out of the bus. Look at that climb. Woo! That looks pretty, friends. Wow. 7,000 feet, friends. Standard barometric pressure. Right turn.
Approaching.
Twin Wheels, thanks for support, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad you're enjoying the streams. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Alrighty, speed restriction has been lifted. We'll bring that nose down here a little bit. We'll gain some speed. Alrighty, guys, there's 9,000 feet. I'm going to throw on autopilot now. Come back to you so we can catch some beautiful views here. What a nice departure, friends. About 4.5 minutes up to 10,000 feet, pretty much. Cool. Let's head upstairs. Nose lights can come off. Runway turn-offs off. Wing lights off. We got our landing lights off now as well. We're basically at 10,000 feet, 9,600. Disarm. Speed brakes and spoilers. Wonderful. Everything else looks good. Should have our seatbelt memo, and that is it. Wonderful. We can bump this guy up here, and we'll come downstairs here, and we'll get our weather system on. We are not expecting anything, but you never know. We've got turbulence check on there as well, so we'll get it on. Cool. Weather radar is on and reporting. Look at that view. Wow. Beautiful. Where and what are you flying tomorrow? Not quite sure. I'm not quite sure, Anthony. Not quite sure what's going on for tomorrow yet, man. Time Pro 60. I don't really like, I don't play any like super competitive, like I don't play CSGO or anything like that, man. Nothing that would require me to have a 144 hertz monitor or anything like that. Trust me, I've thought about it, I've debated it multiple times. I get it, that even the picture on it is that much nicer. It's just, yeah. For me, having the 32-inch wide and curved was important, more important to me. Do you have runways follows contours enabled in the settings? Yes, I do, B Dividend. I do, yeah. Pardon me. Hey Cap, I'm Italian. Pizza pasta modellino. Oh baby. Sorry about coughing there, guys. It came out of nowhere. Your 47-inch wide curved is 144 hertz. Dude, do you have that crazy one, Rob? Do you have that, the Strix one? I forget what it is. I see it every time I go to the computer store. Airbus again tomorrow? I think so, Infinite Flight. Yeah, I think so, buddy. Yeah. Are you enjoying VATSIM? Dude, I always enjoy VATSIM, man. And you guys know by now what upsets me about VATSIM. It's just when people act like idiots. There's no need for it. There's no need for it. There's so many other ways of just being an idiot online and stuff. It's like, why do you have to do it on this? That's my only concern with it, buddy. Legion Lenovo, nice, dude. Lenovos are good. They make good quality products, man. Send me a link to that, Robbie, if you can. I'm interested because the one that I like, dude, it was like 18 or 1900 bucks or something like that for the Strix one, the Rogue. It's like, buddy, how are we gonna do that, man? What are my Toliss sensitivity controls? Dimitri, everything on the left side set to 0, I believe, and then everything on the other side, I'll have to take a picture of exactly what it is, but... What's the difference between open and managed climb mode? I can't get it. So, Captain, so managed climb mode would be, you see how there's all these waypoints in your FMC? So these waypoints indicate at what altitude you should be at a certain restriction. So each waypoint, most of them, not all of them, but most of them, when you're doing a SID, standard instrument departure, the waypoints are going to have an altitude that coordinates with it. So when you're in a climb mode, basically the airplane is acknowledging that you have to be at a certain altitude at a certain waypoint, and it will pitch the aircraft up and down accordingly. Open mode is just basically climb as quickly as you can. Quickly or descent. Open. Climb as quickly as you would like. That's the easiest way that I could say it. Easiest way. I hope that makes sense, but... Is X-Flight more CPU or GPU intense? A little bit of both. A little bit of both. More expensive than my PC? Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's crazy. $2,000 for a monitor. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That might have been for me. And we missed it. We'll see. Hold on. You ever flown Ajueland? Yes, we have, Nicola. Yeah. 124.2, thank you, Alitalia 2889er.
6,000 feet, 1009,
What brand is my monitor? Samsung. Samsung. Roma Control, good evening, Alitalia 2889er, flight level 21,400 for 230. Use your 55-inch TV as a monitor. I used to do that, Adam. But performance is... Yeah. It's Alitalia 2889er, flight level 220 for 230.
Alitalia 2889er, Roma, hello, clear to Bond, South 1 Echo arrival, expect ILS runway 06.
Idle, depends 1 Echo arrival, and we'll expect ILS 06, and we're ready for descent now, Alitalia 2889er.
Alitalia 2889er, roger, descent flight level 100.
Flight level 100, thanks, Alitalia 2889er. Alright, so, there's cruise altitude, friends.
When you formed out that we're also ready for departure.
And,
sorry, arrival.
We're gonna do that, wait, are you going to...
Number 101. From Delta, roger, clear to Bond, South 1
Okay, we're gonna put it in descent mode. Okay, there we go. Descent mode. And it's already gonna scream to enter the descent data.
When ready to descend.
So that's fine. So go to performance and we'll punch in. So look at that, guys. We literally got to climb and then we're descending already. Yep.
Papa November Zulu 1 Echo.
That's awesome.
Sorry, Pons 1 Echo, Papa November Zulu 1 Echo departure. Arrive, sorry.
Alright, 1009.
574, continue descent 3000, clear direct approach, runway 04 right.
Temperature is 17 degrees. Winds are 360 at 4. Transition altitude, I believe, is 7,000. Let's open up our charts. Transition's 8,000. Okay, and decision height runway 6 is 395. 395. Friends, cool. Got all that information plugged in. Wonderful. Back over to flight plan. And we should enjoy a beautiful sunset arrival. Where's that sun? Yeah, we need you to be a little bit darker. A little bit darker. Right about there. About there. Yeah, give me that nice sunset arrival, friends. Very short flight. Yeah, it is. It is, yeah. K, will you be flying the Embraer 175 anytime soon? Not quite sure. Not quite sure. Hey, Cap, how did you learn to talk to ATC? Practice. Practice, practice, practice. If you honestly want, go to liveatc.net and download the client. There's a client called liveatc.net that you can install on your computer or on your smartphone. And basically, you can choose where you want to listen to, and you can just sit there and listen to real-life air traffic control all day long. All day long. It's all made public. So, liveatc.net. Definitely check that out. That helped me a bunch. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even going to lie. Liveatc.net, man. If you weren't doing this full-time, what do you think you would be doing? Probably welding. What I was doing before I started doing this full-time. Yeah, probably welding. I spent hours listening to Live ATC. It's the best, Infinite Flight. Yeah, it's the best, man. Cap, do you have LibRain? I do, but I don't really use it, man. For me, it's broken. Like, very broken. Like, it just leaves streaks of waters and stuff on. I think the developer is well aware how it's just, for me, it's just not worth it, man. I also lose, like, about 5 to 7 frames per second. Now, that may not seem like a lot to you, but as somebody who has a single PC streaming setup, that 5 to 7 FPS goes from us getting 35, which is completely acceptable, into a runway, into an airport, to 28, 30, which is when things start to become a little bit of a slideshow. So, you know. Welding, awesome, respectable trade it was, Indian boy. Thank you. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I like listening to Live ATC. Yeah, it's the best. Born in Jordan, thanks so much for support, Born. Appreciate it, my friend. Welcome aboard, my friend. Thank you so much for supporting the streams. Ooh, friends, this is going to look beautiful. This is going to look nice, friends. Captain, imagine if someone made a car DLC for MS 2020 would have Driving Simulator 20. That'd be pretty cool, yeah. I get 30 FPS, time for an upgrade. Well, the thing is, 30 FPS when you're playing, Alex, is nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's very smooth. Streaming 30 FPS is when it starts to become like a, you know, it's doable, but it's, like you really notice, man. You really notice when someone's getting like 25, 30 frames in a video game, especially like a flight sim. You notice, man. You notice, dude. I live in the Netherlands. I always watch your streams, but for me, you were so late streaming. Could you stream one time a little earlier? I'll try, CM. I'll try, man. The reason why I chose the start time that I have is that I try and accommodate everywhere. I try and go live at a time where everybody's able to tune in, but yeah. Do you use Magnite 1.5? I can't remember what I'm using. I think so, yes. Download CSL package for VATSIM, but the other airline aircraft still appear black. Huh, did you install it properly, R3?
One Uniform Delta requesting, could we just hop over to ATIS for a few, just to get the latest update?
Approaching.
How short is this runway? Pedro! Thanks for support, Pedro. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad you're enjoying the streams. Thank you very, very much for your support, dude. 8,600. Yeah, lots of room. Auto brake low is plenty. I'm awake and back. Kazu, welcome back. Very short infinite flight, yep. Your computer is also 6 years old? Okay. What are you rocking in that? What was around 6 years ago? 950 Ti? 960? Was that even 6 years ago? That may even be not even. Maybe you have less, a 700 series? I remember my first gaming computer that I spent my own money on and like bought just for gaming had 670s, GTX 670. Yeah, GTX 670. That was the first ever like card that I remember I went and I bought the computer, a 670. Yeah, that was the cream of the crop back then. 12 cut. I actually think the 690 had already came out, and I was like upset, you know. Bro, if ATC changes the runway for departure, changes the Sim and Star, would you go to SimBrief, make your flight plan again, or what would you do? No, you don't have to. Just do it within the airplane. Nothing really changes within SimBrief, man. The only thing that's going to change is what you need to enter
radar,
here down the aircraft.
101 Uniform Delta.
670 is funny in this world. Oh man, I don't even think the GTX 670 was out when I got my first. I know NVIDIA though. It was a 1 gig graphics card. It was a 1 gig graphics card. And I remember I knew what I wanted because a friend of mine, his dad, had a 570 Ti. A 570 Ti, and it was a 1 gigabyte graphics card. And I remember back then, dude, it was crazy, man, what you could do with, like, dude, he was playing, like, I remember he was playing the craziest games, 60 FPS, like, wow. Yeah, man. My first card was a Radeon 7700. Nice. I don't know about those. Yep, 1 gig VRAM days. Oh man, crazy. And like I was talking like 1 gig VRAM, like you were like that was like it. There was nothing better, right? There was nothing better. I think mine had 200. Then there's a 3080 Ti and a exactly. That's what I plan on doing, Max. Yeah. It's been a minute. Marcin, how are you, my friend? Welcome back, dude.
So do I go over to Unicom?
My first computer in the 80s was XP with two 5-inch floppies.
So.
Oh, dude. That's unreal, man.
I didn't realize it was
That's where I'm going to go. He'll call us when he comes back.
Through our localizer as well, but I would say you're going to call for yourself, but I'm on the approach, so I'll be contacting the tower.
Alright, thanks for the help. See you later.
Yep.
What happened? Did he log off? Did our controller log off?
Yeah, it looks like he dropped connection or something. I don't know.
Drop the line, come more tower, show landing in Lima, Romeo, Foxtrot, personal flight.
Alrighty, friends, have fun. Enjoy your flights. Alrighty, well, I guess we have no more ATC. We'll just tune to Unicom. Weird. We have tower on 18.5, so we'll get 18.5 plugged in. I thought it got like really quiet for a second there, yeah. Alright, we want to intercept at 3,000 feet, so we'll continue our descent here, friends, to 3,000 feet. We'll pretend that ATC cleared us down to 3,000 feet, not a problem. We do have... I just got a message there. Are you back? You are don't see you. I don't see you online. 10,000 feet, friends. Landing lights are coming on. Engine down. I was just slowing down. We had to meet the speed restriction. 250 at 10. 250 at 10. Well, those clouds are beautiful, yeah. Why is the cockpit so dark? I think it's some of the shading that I have going on with... let me turn that on a little bit. I don't know if that does anything, but... How do you send and maintain your speed? The airplane should do it properly, and don't be shy to throw out your speed brakes as well. Don't be shy to throw half speed brakes or something like that. Speaking of which, we're going to arm our speed brakes. Kazu, thanks so much, dude, for the support. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you, buddy. My specs right now are an i7-97 RTX 2070. Overkill, yes or no? No, not at all, man. Those are beautiful. Beautiful specs, sir. Nothing wrong with those at all. Robbie, thank you, man. Appreciate it, dude. I'll take a look at that after stream, my man. Thank you, buddy. Awesome. You guys want to go over to, where the hell's that Fly Tampa scenery that's around here? Where should we go tomorrow? Why can't I think of what that scenery is? You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, though, right? Corfu, that's the one. Corfu, are we going there tomorrow, friends? Is that what we're doing? Corfu tomorrow? On the menu? Corfu? Have you seen the 10th generation of Intel? I have, yeah. The 1070 or the, 10700 or whatever they're doing. Flight to Malta or Lampedusa? We could, but I want to go to Corfu, man. We haven't been to Corfu in so long. And that scenery is just, oh, so beautiful, man. So beautiful, dude. I think we've been to Malta before we've been to Corfu. We were in Malta last time we were around this way. 10,900K, what? Yeah, do you think are they coming out with that, Axel? Are they going to come out with that? Corfu is stunning? Yeah, it is. It's crazy, dude. Crazy scenery. Crazy scenery. So is this in front of us right now, though. Look at this, man. Wow. What's the flight sim time today? I'm not quite sure what time it is, to be honest with you. I don't. Why is the water different colors, too? A little bit weird. It's like light blue and then goes like dark blue. Do you see that? How do you know the fix? How do you know if XVision is working? Your sim should look like this. If you put it at night, you should have purpley huey. Okay, then. That's, sure. Is this default? It is. What happened? Oh, maybe that's why the waters, because this is where the ortho, I guess. I guess I didn't do this little... Weird. Well, fuck that. Let's just look at that sunset. That's a little bit crazy. You on Vulcan? Nope. XVision worth it? Yeah. Hey, Captain, watching you from the start. This is my first chat. But hello. Travelino, how are you, man? Thanks for tuning in today, dude. Have I watched Star Wars? None of the new ones. None of the new ones, believe it or not. We're getting bumped around a little bit up here right now. Okay, we got to remember that we have to land an airplane here. I know that we just want to stare out the window. We do have to land an airplane. 1009. Let's turn our LS switch on here. Descent doesn't need to be that crazy. We'll put you to there. Is Tower still online? Tower. Learn Tower 18.5. Yes, he is. Alrighty, localizer is captured. Loke Star. Napoli Tower, good evening. Alitalia 2889, ILS runway 6.
Alitalia 2889, Naples Tower, good evening. Approach number 2.
She scared the shit out of me. Runway 6, continue our approach. Alitalia 2889. What engines are those? BSS. Toliss? That scared the shit out of me, dude. It's, because of this hill here, it's an off-centered approach. Armor approach mode. Bring our speed down here, 190. Let's go flaps 1. Landing lights are on. All that fun stuff is good. And we'll come downstairs. Performance. And we are in approach mode.
Yes, you return from 960, you're going to hit command student Malay, see you later.
Copy, thank you.
Gear down, flaps 2. Runway 06, cleared to land, Alitalia 2889, thank you. Alrighty, friends. Flaps 3. Gear is down. You guys can get your landing rates in. Get your landing rates in, friends. Beautiful little update of weather, making sure we've got the most current weather here on our approach. Wonderful. And we're going to be going flaps full. Flaps full. So beautiful. Hey, caramba. Looks gorgeous, friends. All right, let's head upstairs. Nose lights on. Runway turn-offs on. Wing light is on. Alrighty, friends. Landing checklist. Gears down 3 green. Flaps are full. Spoilers are armed. Auto brake is set to low. Cabin crew has been advised. You guys have been advised. My airplane. Enjoy the arrival, friends. I'll catch you guys on the other side. Checked. God damn, this looks so beautiful right now, this scene. Oof. Gorgeous, guys. Go chasing, just make sure we're on glide.
100 above.
You need to not do that again, thank you. Again, don't mind if we get a little bit low on the glide slope here. Continue.
3 glide slope.
200.
It's trying to get us to touch down with the pappies, not on the actual marks.
100. 50, 40, 30, retard. 10.
Hey guys, nose down gently. Decelerating. Knots, reverser stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Manual braking. Go ahead and vacate the runway here to the right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, my friends. Oh, it's not there. It's this guy right here. My bad. My bad. All right, slow ourselves down here nicely. We'll vacate to the right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, 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 my friends. Flaps are going clean. Spoilers are getting cleaned up as well. Welcome, friends.
Welcome to Naples, contact ground frequency 121.9. Ciao.
Right to ground 121.9, Alitalia 2889. Alrighty, guys. Over to ground 21.9. Alex!
Great landing, Captain.
Thank you,
You
buddy.
have made Canada proud, and thus, the entire world.
Appreciate it, my
Thanks.
friend. Thank you, buddy. Huge no floaties to you guys. Thank you, Robbie, Alex. You guys are absolutely awesome today. Very, very much appreciated, my friends. Thank you all so much for the support. Napoli ground. Good evening. Alitalia 2889er on Echo.
Alitalia 2889er, Napoli ground. Taxi to stand 11 via Taxi Sierra, Quebec. Correction, Tango Sierra, Quebec, sorry.
Alrighty, stand 11 via Tango Sierra for Alitalia 2889er.
And Quebec.
And Quebec, thank you. Alitalia 2889er. Alrighty, sweet friends, let's head upstairs. Landing lights are coming off. Nose light over to... Whoa. Got cloudy. Strobe lights coming off. Wing lights coming off. Beautiful. Master start switch on the APU. Gonna head down here as well. We're gonna get our weather system off.
Alitalia 2889er, smoke standby, please.
Look at that sky, oh baby, it's beautiful. It's a little bit like hazy now though. Look at that. That looks wicked. Damn. It's like, that's what I'm not quite sure is why Active Sky's not doing that. Like, why is Active Sky not doing that when we're approaching? Why is it switching to this like when we're on the ground? That's what I don't understand. It's like, why Active Sky? That's my big issue with it right now. Like, damn, dude, is this how it was supposed to look for our approach? Because this is absolutely beautiful. A little bit of haze going on. Damn. All right, let's take a look at our winners here, friends. In first place, we got AJ Foreman. Well done. Second place, Luca Del Fara. And in third place, Parker Benfield and David Sebekis. Well done, guys. Well done, friends. Good job. Sonny, take care, my friend. Thank you for tuning in today, man. Very, very much appreciated, buddy. APU start switch is going on here, friends. I need to figure out where the hell we're going. Stand 11. Okay, I see where stand 11 is. Tango Sierra, then we're going to take Quebec, and it's going to be right over there. Number 11, right beside that Swiss, I believe. Did you turn off the settings to update weather on approach? I did, Alex, yeah. But that's just so like it doesn't do it when you're at like 50 feet, right? Because sometimes it'll literally do it when you're at like 50 feet, dude. It'll literally update weather, and it's like, well, I don't want that. I don't want weather flashing and updating while I'm on short final. APU is on and available, friends. Beautiful. We tried turning down the refresh time on Active Sky. I have it to 5 minutes, Cody. It's as low as it can go, my man. Have you ever thought of being a pilot for an airliner, or do you just prefer the sim? A little bit old now. Kind of have like a life and a career outside of like, you know, wanting to become a pilot. At one point in my life, yeah, dude, absolutely, I definitely wanted to become a pilot. But yeah, you know, things happen, right? I would say about 30 minutes on that flight. I don't think so, something like that. Alrighty, friends, stand 11. We are here. Alrighty, friends, park brake is on. Engine number 1 is off. Engine number 2 is off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, my friends, to Napoli. What a beautiful flight that was, guys. What a beautiful day of flying that was. Man, this airplane, dude, we hadn't flown it in so long, and you come back to it, and it's so good. Like, what do you even say about this airplane, man? It's just so good. And they just keep making it better and better and better with every update. Absolutely awesome, friends. Make sure all of our lights are off here. We don't need to be blinding anybody. Sorry if we did blind you. Sweet. We're all set up here, friends. What a beautiful flight. What a beautiful day of flying. Let's go ahead and toggle replay. We're going to watch our replay here, friends. Let's go ahead and back this sucker up here, and we'll look at that beautiful, beautiful arrival in. You know, see, maybe it did look like that, but maybe not. I don't know. Again, with the arrival here, friends, don't be afraid sometimes. The Pappy lights are lined up like right here with like the 1500 footers and not at the 1000 footers. That's why when we got a little bit low on our glide slope, I was telling you guys not to worry. We've gone over that a couple times now with X-Plane and how it does weird wonky things when it wants to, whenever it wants to. Alrighty, let's watch this arrival in here, friends. Beautiful, man. I love the Alitalia. So sexy. So sexy. Please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button, guys, if you haven't done so already. I have no clue how many likes we're at, but hopefully we've reached at least 600 likes, I would think, on today's stream. Look at that, coming in smooth. Oh, baby. Greasy, friends. Just greasy. You can tell we had a little bit of a crosswind there, too. I love that. I love that. Blame Dan for the Pappy lights. Hey, he's not here. It's easy. Super easy. Look at that. Oh, baby. Greasy, friends. Absolute grease all over the runway, my amigos. What a beautiful day of flying, my friends. Absolutely love it. See, like, yeah, look at that view. That looks so beautiful. As the sun's setting, here come the lights on the ground. Oh, baby. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. OBS, please behave yourself. I don't understand why you can't behave yourself. Oh, right on the 1500 footers, friends. Does it get any sexier than that, my friends? Does it really get any sexier than that, everybody? My goodness me, is that hot or what? No floaties on that approach either. Like, none. No floats. Past the 1000 footers, boom. Right on. Well, everybody, that's going to go ahead and do it for yet another live stream. If you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button, guys, or hit that subscribe button for fresh X-Plane 11 content weekly. I'm going to take this time now to thank all of my mods, donators, and sponsors. Thank you all so much for everything that you guys do for the channel. Without you guys here, this would not be possible. Thank you all so much for allowing me to do this full time and have so much fun with it and bring you guys so much content week after week. To everybody else that cannot donate using a monetary value but still wants to support the channel with likes and subscriptions and keeping me busy in chat, thank you all so much for tuning in today. You guys are absolutely amazing. Such an amazing community that we've built over here, guys. Not a real pilot, just doing this for fun, and I think everybody's so receptive of that, and Absolutely amazing, guys. Thank you all so much for all of your support. You guys are absolutely amazing. We're going to be back live tomorrow, friends, in the 319. We're going to go take a look at the beautiful Fly Tampa Corfu. It's been a while since we've been there. Definitely looking forward to that one. I don't know how long of a flight it is from here. I'm not quite sure what we'll do for a second leg, but I'm sure we will figure it out. Everybody, thank you all so much for tuning in. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'm going to leave you guys now with the song. I see everybody spamming the song. Luca, thank you very much for support as well. Luca, huge no floaties to you. Thank you so much for supporting. I know there was a lot of donators that I didn't get to today because YouTube's being weird. I apologize about that, friends. Hopefully they'll pop up at some point or I can give you guys a shout out afterwards. Anyways, thank you everybody for your support today. You guys are absolutely awesome. Yeah, see, it's showing no super chat revenue today, which is really weird. I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. I'm sure YouTube will figure itself out. Thank you guys so much. Where's our song? I gotta find our song here. Spam the song. I see everybody spamming the song. There's the song, friends. Alrighty, everybody. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your simming. Hopefully you guys get some flights in tonight. Thank you all very much for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it, friends. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Happy landings. Safe skies. Peace.
Glide slow.
200.